In the late 1960s, the fog-drenched streets of Northern California became the hunting ground for a phantom. Unlike typical criminals who hide from the light, this killer craved the spotlight. He didn't just murder, he taunted the police, the press, and the public with cryptic letters and terrifying ciphers, signing his name with a crosshair symbol, the Zodiac. The terror began in December 1968, when a young couple was shot in a lover's lane in Benicia. There was no motive, no robbery, and no witnesses. 6 months later, it happened again in Vallejo. This time, the killer did something unprecedented. He called the police from a payphone minutes after the attack, calmly claiming responsibility for both sets of murders. Weeks later, 3 major newspapers received nearly identical letters. "Dear editor, I am the killer," they began. Each contained 1/3 of a complex cipher. The Zodiac threatened that if the code wasn't printed on the front page, he would go on a kill rampage and cruise around all weekend killing lone people in the night. The city was paralyzed by fear. A high school teacher and his wife eventually cracked the first code. It didn't reveal a name, but a disturbing manifesto. "I like killing people because IT is so much fun. Man is the most dangaroo animal of all to kill." He claimed he was collecting slaves for his afterlife. The misspellings and cold logic suggested a highly intelligent yet deeply fractured mind. The mystery took a theatrical turn at Lake Berryessa. In broad daylight, a couple was approached by a man wearing an elaborate executioner's hood with the white crosshair symbol stitched onto the chest. He tied them up and stabbed them repeatedly. Before leaving, he walked to their car and used a felt-tip pen to write the dates of his crimes on the door. In October 1969, the Zodiac struck in the heart of San Francisco, killing a taxi driver named Paul Stein. This was the only time witnesses got a good look at him, described as a heavy-set man with glasses. To prove he was the killer, the Zodiac mailed a piece of Stein's blood-stained shirt to the San Francisco Chronicle, threatening to wipe out a school bus. The letters continued for years, becoming increasingly bizarre. He claimed to have killed 37 people, though police could only confirm 5. He sent greeting cards with threats of bombs and hints about his identity that led nowhere. One cipher, known as the Z340, remained unsolved for 51 years, baffling the FBI and the world's greatest cryptographers. In 2020, an international team of amateur codebreakers finally cracked the Z340. It read, "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner, even after half a century." The Zodiac's voice remained as arrogant and chilling as the day it was written. Dozens of suspects were investigated. The most famous was Arthur Lee Allen, a dishonorable discharge from the Navy who wore a Zodiac brand watch and reportedly told a friend he wanted to kill couples at random. While the circumstantial evidence was staggering, his DNA and fingerprints never matched the samples found on the letters. He died in 1992, taking his secrets with him. Other theories suggest the Zodiac was a member of the military, a disgruntled postal worker, or even a team of 2 people. Some believe he never stopped killing but simply changed his signature to avoid detection. The lack of a resolution has turned the case into a dark obsession for zodiologists who spend their lives scouring 50-year-old police reports for a missed clue. The spooky legacy of the Zodiac is the feeling of being watched. He turned the everyday spaces of California parks, roadsides, and street corners into stages for horror. He proved that a person could hide in plain sight, living a normal life while harboring a slave-collecting demon inside. The crosshair symbol remains a scar on the American psyche. Today, the case remains officially open. Modern DNA technology is being used on the back of the stamps the Zodiac licked decades ago, hoping for a genealogical match. But until a name is definitively linked to the hood and the gun, the Zodiac remains a shadow in the fog of faceless monster who turned the alphabet into a weapon of psychological war. As the wind whistles through the Bay Area, the mystery of the Zodiac persists. He wanted to be a legend, and in the most horrific way, he succeeded. He is the ghost who wrote letters, the killer who called the cops, and the man who proved that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we can never truly unmask. Thanks for watching After Hours Mysteries. Until next time.